Y'all gonna be good? Daddy's gonna be good?
I'm gonna be good.
Mommy's gonna be good? Dad gonna be good?
I'm thinking.
Well, now, David, I'm gonna have to get after you because you're not being.
Look, we've got to preserve this for eternity.
No, David, no.
Yes.
Stop it.
This will be preserved in ad infinitum. In ad infinitum.
For your master, so go ahead.
Oh, I was terrible at that too.
That's right. This is like a library exercise here, right?
David,
All right.
I don't know.
Come on, this is like preserving history
Oh, my
and tradition.
God. No, see, I'm not doing it now.
All right, I'll turn it off.
No, I'm not doing it.
Well, you're already being.
I'm not doing it. That's and I'm
All
not.
right, no
doing it.
cameras. No
I'm
cameras.
done.
We're done. All right.
Ran is very specific about her audience.
All right. Well, go ahead. Turn it off.
You don't need this all over social media.
No, there's no social media.
Hey,
We don't even have
super hot,
social
but it's
media.
a different kind of piece if you don't like the stuff
Okay.
pressed
Y'all
on
have
it.
good internet
So
too.
let
You
this
know,
cool
I
off
tried
and then
to.
you can have it. I'll
I
put
tried to
some
watch
shaved
the
cheese on it.
Smithsonian things and I couldn't because it kept turning off and turning off.
Yeah.
Coming back on, coming back on. So I'm gonna call AT&T and fix that.
Well, I mean, you can only get limited. Stop touching it.
She had you in the right.
You can only get limited speed depending on where you are. It's like distance from all that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so tell us about these fish. Who was it? It was what, third grade?
Grant's talking.
Wait, what's that? I need all my secret.
Well, back in the day, when I was in second grade, you know.
Avery. Shh.
Well, she's busy. I'm not sure whether it was before or after Nancy got spanked. You know, I don't.
It was
know.
the same year.
Yeah, it was Miss Bannister, second grade, same thing. And well, we were in the lunchroom, and Miss Bannister. Well, actually, Miss Bannister was right here, and I was right here. Nancy Fowler was right there, and we're having fish sticks. Y'all ever have fish sticks?
Yeah.
Huh? We used to love fish sticks. You know, we had to have them on Friday because of Catholics.
Back to the story.
That's
No,
part of the
that
story.
is part of the story. Catholics had to have fish on Friday at our school.
Catholics are like.
It's a religion. And one of my friends was Catholic too. And one time she was at my house on a Friday spending the night, and my mother made hamburgers, and she had forgotten she was Catholic. And I said, "Oh, go ahead, Margaret. It's okay. Go ahead, Margaret. You can eat it. God isn't going to hurt you if you eat it." But she would not eat it. Mama made her something else. Made her tuna fish or something.
Margaret Garrett?
Margaret Garrett. Yeah, that was his girlfriend. Yeah, but that was fourth grade when she spent the night. But anyway, when this is Miss Bannister. Miss Bannister, we were close. And this is Nancy, and this is me. And we had our fish sticks, and we had probably peas. I think we had peas, and we had a roll, and we had a little carton of milk. Do y'all get little cartons of
Yeah,
milk?
I think they have little cartons of milk now.
And there was some kind of dessert. I think it was like a peach cobbler kind of a thing. And there might have been some corn. I'm not really sure. But, and so I was eating my fish sticks, we had two of them, with my fork. And I was eating, and I started feeling this thing in my throat, and I felt it hurts a little bit. So I'm trying to swallow, and I eat another fish stick, a little bite, and
Is it still in your throat?
yeah, it's hurting. It's
She's trying to
hurting
get a little bit more to get it
It's
down,
a little-
right?
Yeah, and I'm trying to make it not hurt. I didn't know that I had a fishbone stuck in my throat, but I did. So, and I drank some milk, and I ate some of my little roll, and nothing helped. It still hurt. It was still there. I could tell. I'm going, and it won't go down. So, when I do that, I look at Nancy Fowler. She's right there, Nancy, and I say, and I had a tear coming down my face right there. And she said, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I said, "A fish." Don't tell Miss Bannister. Miss Bannister, Sharon has a fishbone stuck in her throat.
Why didn't you want to tell Miss Bannister?
I
Because I thought I would be in trouble.
Probably was after that girl got.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought I would get in trouble because I had a fishbone stuck in my throat. So she said, well, eat some of this bread, see if that'll make it down. I tried that again, because I'd already done it, And so then I did the, drink more milk. She said, drink more milk, and that didn't help either. So then she said, well, I'm gonna have to take you to the office. You go to the office, you're in trouble. And so after lunch was over, all the other children went back to the classroom with somebody else, and Miss Bannister took me down to the nurse in the principal's office, and they were looking at it, and they were and they couldn't. They said, "Well, I don't think we can get that out." So they called my mama, and my mama came to get me, took me to the doctor, and the doctor put these little things. They're like scissors, but they had a little tweezer. And he reached down there and he just pulled it right out, and it was totally fine. It didn't hurt a bit. So he got it out. And then we went back to school, and it was picture day. You remember that part. Well,
Did you miss your pictures?
I know, they were on the teeter totter, and then,
That's another story.
And then, the seesaw, had her check down, there was,
That's another
blood
story.
everywhere, and like that.
no.
That's a different
Wait,
story.
wait,
That's a
wait.
different story.
Wait.
We'll get to that one in a minute.
That's a different story.
This story, when my mother was taking me back to school, we were going on Pine Street. You know what Pine Street is in
Sure,
Union?
of course.
Are they pine trees in
The
the
hills. And anyway, she had some sucrets in her pocketbook, so my throat hurt. So she gave me a sucret, and I said, "Oh, these are good, Mama. I need another sucret." So she gave me another sucret.
Cigarette?
Yeah, it was I
It's
think
not
they
cigarette.
still have those. No, it's a little thing.
Not cigarette.
A throat lozenge.
Her dad gave her cigarettes.
A throat lozenge for your throat hurting.
I didn't know what it was.
And,
Man, smoke a menthol and feel better.
Yeah.
but anyway, she took me back to school, and I had missed my picture, so they sent me down to Miss Thomas's room.
Was
So-
she in your grade?
No, she was Miss Thomas, the third grade teacher,
Oh.
way down the hall. They had not had their pictures made. So I went with Miss Thomas's class to get my picture made. Well, a month later, the pictures come back, and everybody in the classroom got their pictures, but me. I didn't have a picture. My school pictures were gone. Well, here comes somebody knocking on the door.
Yeah, I bet you
and
were
Miss
sad
Bannister-
when that happened.
I was thinking, Miss Bannister, my pictures are in here. And somebody knocked on the door, and Miss Thomas's little student was there with my pictures in his hand. So everything turned out wonderfully.
Yay!
That's the Fishbone story.
You remember your teacher's names from each grade?
Now, can you tell the other one?
Yeah, what's the other story about the picture day?
Yep.
I
I do
already
remember.
told it.
Which
It's
one?
been on brand.
The one where you get the...
Yeah.
Thing. I doubt he can.
Oh, that one. Oh, that was bad. Now I'm going to tell
That's
you.
a very eventful year.
What grade was that? That was a different grade. This was the
Wasn't
next
that
grade.
second grade?
I don't.
That was-
It was upstairs, so it might have been Miss Bannister's class again. But I remember that my mother dropped me off, and we always ate lunch in the lunchroom. We didn't take our lunches. There were $1.25 for the 5 lunches in the week. So 25 cents a lunch. So we were standing outside. My friend, her mama always fixed her lunch, and her daddy had a little store, and she always had Wonder Bread, and it was really white and soft, and she had mayonnaise on it and ham, and it was so good. And she let me have some. Anyway, she was seesawing on the seesaw out there, and there were these big wooden things, and they had these big bracket things, and you held on to it right there, and you got on the seesaw and went up and down, up and down. And
It's so
then,
hot though, blow on it a lot.
I was standing there because it was my turn. The girl wouldn't get off, so I said, "It's my turn next. It's my turn next." So I'm standing right next to her, like this is the seesaw right here, and I'm right here. What? I was right here. She's right here on the seesaw, going up and down. The other girl's over there. Here's the little middle of it, and so it's going up and down. The bell rings. The girl jumps off. The seesaw flies up and hits me right. It bled everywhere. It hurt.
Did you
And
cry?
I cried. Of course I cried. Well, then when I
You
finally
fell
got
off the
my
seesaw?
my gathering, I got myself together. I didn't want to go in because I had blood all over my dress.
And it's picture day.
The gray dress, I hated. I hated that gray dress. Yes, I'll tell you that in a minute. It was a gray dress, and who wants a gray dress? You know, that's kind of boring. You know what I mean? This had little white flowers. Actually, if I had it now, it would be a pretty dress. I would like it now. But anyway, I went into the hall downstairs because my class was upstairs, and I was afraid to go upstairs with the blood all over me. So a teacher came down the stairs, and she said, Sharon, what are you doing down here? So I stood, and then she saw the blood all over me. She said, what happened to you? What's wrong with you? So I said, the seesaw hit me. And so she said, well, come on in the office. So I had to go back in the office. Yeah. And anyway, so they called my mother again, and my mother
I bet
took
you
me
thought you were going to
home.
be in trouble.
And I'm telling you, no, I didn't think I'd be in trouble with my
Look,
mother.
we don't have seesaws.
You don't have seesaws? Well,
Because of
it
that.
might be because of something like
Because
that.
of your
Probably.
accident.
Exactly. But
And the lawsuit that you guys threw on the school.
right, they didn't know what a lawsuit was. But anyway, after I got home, my mother put me on this other dress, and she said, you probably did that on purpose so you wouldn't have to get your picture made in that dress. And I said, no, I did not. Anyway,
You talk back to your mom.
it was
way.
not an ugly
No,
talk
you-
back. It was not, because I was still crying. But anyway, it was a green dress and it had buttons missing. And the picture that came out of it, I think it might have been third grade. The picture had these places where the buttons were with the thread. You know how the thread is if you lose a button?
Mm-hmm.
It had those. And that was the dress I got my picture made in.
You still have that picture?
Yeah,
Bring it
I
down.
have them all.
Is it in your archives?
I have all my pictures.
Lots of
my
bad
school
things
pictures.
happened to Graham when she was in
I'm
school.
telling
She's summarizing her entire life into like an 8-minute period.
Well, and there's another one about ninth grade. I'm not going to tell
You
you.
get enough? There's lots more pizza over there.
What happened?
Ninth grade.
What happened in 9th grade?
Well, that was nothing.
Oh, okay. I got it. Can I please have my water back now?
Was that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
trying to get some.
Thanks for telling us the Fishbone story, Gran.
Oh, you're quite welcome. And I hope I don't see this anywhere.